the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and it's guys' night. Yeah. Okay, yesterday we had the ladies over because we're discussing the state of black singles. Yes, baby, that is a new study, a new report by BLK. And they talk about everything, sex, dating, gender norms, and the ladies yesterday were very, very opinionated. So how did the fellas feel? Oh, we're gonna find out. But first, I need a drink in my hand, and I've got Tasia King here from the Savoy, and you have 2 cocktails for us today.
Yes, first we have a sidecar, and this is going to be a classic old-fashioned.
And that's my favorite cocktail. Is this what we're making later?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect, I love it. And Tasia's already got the fellas with their drinks, and they're ready to discuss. So let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
All right, let's see how opinionated the fellas are, shall we? We've got Ashton Williams back in the building, baby. And you've never shied away from being personal on this show since the first time, so I'm excited to hear your thoughts.
Absolutely.
For the very first time, we have Joseph Lewis joining us.
Hey, how you doing?
Thanks for being here. Yeah. And across from me, one of my gym partners, we've got Evans Charles. Welcome, welcome. First time on the show as well. All right. How would y'all describe the state of black singledom?
I think it's in jeopardy.
It's in jeopardy?
Yeah.
Damn.
Just because on both ends, the men and the women are a lot different than what, at least for me, what I grew up on. Like, love used to look so much different than what it looks like today. And I just don't see a lot of that now. But it's on both ends. Like I said, it's the men and the women. Like, we all a little different than what it is. And so I feel like now in these days, we have a hard time trying to actually find love, just because, like I said, the black single, like, it's in jeopardy, literally, literally.
Yeah, I mean, the whole kind of state of being single, black, I mean, it's definitely evolved, but like right now, I think, there's a lot of outside influences that, let us know that, like, we have a lot of options out there, and so we don't have to commit. And, for a lot of the traditional, norms that we used to have, or like our parents grew up with, the environment has changed, the time has changed, and now we're using technology, social media to meet different people, and there's different rules and different processes and procedures that you have to kind of go with in order to, quote, find love in this new age.
Okay, so you're saying it's evolved.
Yeah.
But I'm not hearing a negative or a positive note to that. So what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
Is it a great place? Is it a terrible place to be single right now?
So I think it's all about your perspective. I mean,
what's your perspective, Joseph? Do not skirt.
My perspective, I think dating is actually really great right now. I really do.
That's what I want to hear. Okay.
I think, you have all the options out there. You can pick and choose whatever kind of life or whatever person you want to be with. And in the past, there's been a whole lot of judgment on there. But I think, like, as of today, as how we progressed, I think, you could do whatever, be whatever, and enjoy whatever you want out there. So
Evans?
I would say the state of dating is food bar. Royally effed up. Yeah. But to piggyback a little bit on what Joe was just saying there is that with the whole aspect of dating, if I think people are going into dating without no clue, no end goal, no nothing.
No intention.
No intention. And that's the problem that I find with it. Meaning, like, if you think about the end result, like the big macro picture, right? Culture-wise, you look at all the families across and different cultures, and you see who's doing the best, why they're doing the best. And you compare that, or you look at it and you bring it back to the black culture, you'll find out that we're everywhere. We have no real point of direction. We don't know north to west to south.
There's no true role model.
There's no true role model. And for those reasons, I believe when people are dating, they don't have an end. They look at the end, they're like, the end doesn't matter because we probably won't be here for 5 years. So now if you're saying, hey, we're not going to be here for 5 years, that means the dating process can be 3 months, 3 years, it doesn't matter.
somewhere along the way.
I might find somebody else. You might find another joker, and it's over.
So
Interesting.
everybody's going in with is
One
on that
one
gamble.
foot in,
Yeah, with
one
one
foot
foot out. And then with that said, it's like a race to who gets over the other person if that's
First.
the case.
Yeah. There's no lies told.
And Joseph is like, I love being in this position. Okay, let me bring up what the ladies said yesterday.
Yeah.
So they say it's exactly as y'all described. It's up
Yeah.
because there's a lack of communication. There's a lack of chivalry. There's a lack of compassion. And they claim that men no longer are taking charge. They're the ones who are being sought out. They want to be treated as women are traditionally treated. And Joseph, you are smiling at me really big. Do you agree with this, or what are your thoughts?
I mean, when you think about like the dating pool, right?
Yes.
And when you talk to women, and they say like, hey, oh, there's a little pee in the dating pool and stuff like that. But if you're a guy doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, right? You got a good job, you're managing your house, you're being respectful to women. I mean, you're right. Technically, you should be rising to the kind of the top of the totem pole, and you could be choosy because you're kind of on that level. And so I think now there's guys who are kind of like seeing like, hey, I'm kind of there, and I could be, I don't necessarily, just because a girl likes me doesn't mean I need to have to give her my attention or anything like that. I could be choosy and picky, just like maybe girls were back in the day. So it's a kind of a shift. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He said what he said. All right, you stay right there. We've got to discuss sex and gender norms coming up next. You stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We're having a guys' night with my friends Ashton, Joseph, and Evans. We're talking about the state of black singles from the perspective of men.
Yeah.
Okay, this research study report from BLK listed a lot of things, and I'm going to ask you questions that they asked thousands of black singles, and I want to see how you pair with the results.
Okay.
Have you considered or participated in group play?
I have.
Yes.
I have participated.
You have. Okay, so you've definitely considered and done it.
I
Joseph?
have, yeah.
I have not, but I would consider it.
Okay, you would consider it?
Group play? I'm sorry, I don't know what that really
That means
entails.
play with more than one partner.
In my younger days, I have, yes.
Okay, participated
Yes,
or considered.
participated, and yeah.
Okay. So how many, what percentage do you think of black singles would consider or take part in group play?
Oh, definitely 70%. Even the ones who claim they wouldn't, they would with the right person. Definitely 70%, I believe.
People.
So. People. Yes.
With the right people,
With the
not
right
person.
With the right people. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, probably the same.
All right,
yeah.
because group, it is. Well, no, sometimes it takes a little persuasion from one person and say, come on, let's do it. And then you go with the
Oh, I
people.
got you. I got
see
you.
what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, right on the nose. 70%
Hey,
have
I
considered
told
or
you.
participated in
Yeah.
group play. How do you feel about oral sex being a must in a relationship?
Yeah.
It's a must.
It's a must.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what do we, wait,
What else are we
wait a
doing
minute, I'm
here?
not understanding the question. Like,
What
how's
else are
that
we
even a
doing?
question?
That's part of the foreplay, right?
We need,
And I'm just saying that's both ways. I
Okay,
mean,
I was going to clarify that as
Yeah.
well. Is it both ways
but
as well?
I'm going to give this caveat.
Yes, sir.
It's about making sure that you understand who you are, what you want, sharing that, and then of course the other person understanding what it is, and then both people coming together and making that thing happen.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a must. If one doesn't like it, great. But
Okay.
if it's a must for the other partner, that's where it's a must.
Yeah, so the percentage is quite high. 88%
Yeah.
say it's a necessity in
It's
a
a
relationship.
must.
Yeah.
Okay, no shockers there.
Literally.
Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more personal here and ask you, what are your fetishes?
Oh, wow. I like a little nipple lick every now and
Okay.
then. Oh, my ears. Oh, my
I am
God.
realizing in that moment,
My
ears.
ears. If you touch them ears, hey.
It's over.
It's
Okay,
a wrap, for
got
sure.
it. Okay.
Definitely the ears.
I guess for like me, I guess my fetish or kink. I like a girl who takes care of her toes or takes care of her.
God, him and Latrice Freeman
Yeah.
from yesterday. She loves having. Well, actually, you got to go back and watch so you know what she's into. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hard question to ask, because when you say fetish, right, I'm thinking it's like something outside of what everyone else can see, right? Meaning like, yes, I love a girl that takes care of her toes, her nails,
Okay.
has that right look, walk.
He was leaning more toward foot fetish is what I would say there, which
Okay.
is different. You're
Right.
saying someone who takes care of themselves. I'm thinking more like toys, role play.
Bingo. That's
Role
where I
play.
was going.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
it's
you're
not
getting a little
for,
kinkier.
not for everybody.
No, it's not for everybody, right?
Right, to
It's something
see.
that turns you on. So
Right.
what turns you on outside of vanilla sex?
Exactly. A little role play.
Role play.
And the role play, it doesn't have to be just like a private. It could be like in, public settings where you and her are so into each other that almost no one else exists in the room with you. That kind of build up sexually throughout the evening, like, hey daddy, hey sweetie, let me get a little taste, in public or what have you. Just that kind of
That's your
energy,
fetish.
whew, goes a long way all day, every day.
Not facts over here. Okay, so the top fetishes among the thousands of black singles interviewed are hair pulling,
Okay, yeah.
toys, and role play.
Okay.
The women were like, these are black singles? What do you mean hair pulling?
Hair pulling, right.
Absolutely not. All right, we're going to get a little bit tamer and talk about relationships and how you think you find them and traditional gender roles coming up next. Y'all are down?
I'm down.
Damn.
Okay, you stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. I'm having a fun guys' night with the fellas, Ashton, Joseph, and Evans. We've been talking about sex and their thoughts on on that, according to the report by BLK. But now it's time to talk about relationships. How do y'all feel about traditional gender roles?
I actually don't like traditional gender roles. I actually think that it's each relationship should be different based off who is in the relationship.
Okay.
I think the whole standard tradition thing is old school. We're in something new, and that goes from all ranges, not just like sexual or just the relationship, just even things within the relationship. I don't think the gender roles should be as strong as they are. Let me say that.
Okay.
I could co-sign to that.
Okay.
And the reason to just jump right afterwards, sorry, Joe, is just really as simple as how earlier Joe said everything has changed, right? So gender roles to me are, done and old.
Ancient is
It's
old.
ancient.
We ain't in there no
What
more.
it is today, if anything, is two people in a room agreeing to what needs to get done to elevate the two people in the room. So whatever that means needs to get done to get there is what needs to get done, and we just assign the mission as we go.
Yeah, so I think there's some core things that guys need to do and things that girls need to do.
I
But
agree
I
with
do
that.
think that overall, as things have changed, you need to make adjustments.
You said there are some core things that men and women need to do. So give me those core things that you
Yeah,
think.
so I think like a man should be a provider, should be a protector.
Which means,
Paying bills or
yeah, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, it does mean like paying bills, handling the household, making sure that, there's a comedian who says, like TK Kirkland, who says, like, as a man, I do federal, my wife will do state and local, all that stuff. So I'll take care of the house, those big bills, but, I do expect her to take care of the kids, making sure the house is in order and kind of moving in that route.
So Joseph, you're not like them. You're
more-
saying more traditional gender
I'm
roles.
more traditional, yes.
Okay. Which all of the women said
the tradition.
they prefer traditional gender roles.
We heard
And
that.
according to the study, 70% prefer shared responsibility over traditional gender roles.
Right.
So you are in the minority there. Do you want kids?
Well, I have a kid, but I want more. Yes.
So I do. I don't have kids, but yeah, I do want
You
to
do
have
want
5 kids.
You Okay, how old are you? I'm sorry. Okay,
39.
Evans. Evans
I
over here
was a little
staring at you
shocked
like,
too.
what?
I was a little shocked too. It wasn't because of my dress.
I've been trying to hang on to my one. Like, damn.
Baby, he said
Whoa.
5 and he don't even got one. All right, baby, you better get going.
We
Queen
listen and we
Tufflet's coming
don't
out.
judge.
Evans?
Yeah, no, I'm part of the FTK subscription
Okay.
subscriber.
Got
Yeah.
it.
What's
Yep.
that?
Them kids.
You see, I didn't know one thing, you didn't know the other.
Not you with all the acronyms. Food bar, FTK, I know them all.
Right. No,
No
but
kids.
that actually happened over time.
Okay.
When I was back in my day, I did want to have a kid. I enjoyed the process. You know, I did love the idea of becoming a family man. But as I gotten older, I just put that to bed because, like we're discussing here, the state of
Things have
our
changed.
world, it's too much. I feel like I would die before I even get to see my kid reach their kids. You know, with all the commotion and distractions and the reasons of how to raise a family or keep a family.
Yeah.
Too much stress.
He's like, no. All right, more than 50% don't want kids.
Well, I'm sure in this day,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
In this day,
I'm sure.
How do you feel about raising a kid that isn't your own?
For me personally, I could raise a child that isn't mine. Like, I want to adopt. At this point, I don't have no choice because I feel like I've waited too long to have a second child. My son is about to be 11. He has 7 years to 18. We're not starting over. But I would adopt a child that did not come from me, and I would love it just like it came from me.
Joseph?
Yeah, I mean, that's a difficult question, but I mean, in a perfect world, probably not. I mean, I understand that, you know, people have, you know, a past and stuff like that, but, you know, there's a plethora of just single women with no kids that you could, you know, just choose from, so.
So the answer for you is no. Okay.
Probably not.
Evans?
Nope.
No.
No.
He's like, absolutely. He said FTK, and he meant it. He meant it. Okay.
Perfect one with the kids. It's still enough.
Last question. As you search for your partner, are you doing it on social media, dating apps, or in real life?
I need real life. I'm so over the apps. I'm so over the social media. And then this is the truth. If I don't find somebody in person, I'm probably gonna die single because I'm not getting on the app. I might slide in the DM. Now I might slide in the DM. I'm not gonna lie, I will slide in the DM. But that's it. I'm not getting on no apps. I'm not downloading them. We got to meet in person.
Okay.
We have to.
Yeah, it has to be in person. I mean, on social media, you can be any and whatever you want, you know, and essentially you're talking to someone's avatar. So you do need to be able to sit next to them, have a dinner, talk to them, and you just understand, you know, what they're coming for.
I would use everything to my to the arsenal to meet somebody. I mean, apps, social media.
Send me all that.
All that,
Okay,
all of it.
because
Full-time
in
job.
all actuality, like, you know, you end up meeting the person in person, and that's where the relationship really starts for me.
All right, listen, 57% said that social media must be involved in dating, but they do prefer meeting in real life and not through friends.
Right.
All right. Well, fellas, thank you so much for being honest.
Well, I didn't
I
finish
might have
my
to bring
drink.
y'all out back for a guys versus girls night on this topic because it varied a little bit. All right, coming up next, I'm heading behind the bar because Tasha is going to show me how to make an old fashioned. Welcome back to the Nightcap. I'm behind the bar now because I've got Tasia King here from the Savoy, and you're here to do what? Back that glass up. That's right. Okay, the fellas love the sidecar. I love the old fashioned, and it had a very different flavor. And I found out during the break it's because you use cognac.
Cognac.
I
yes.
love it.
We have Branson today. Branson
love it.
Royal.
It had a nuttier flavor. I was like, what kind of bitters did you use? You're like, I didn't even use bourbon, girl. It wasn't whiskey. It was cognac. Perfect. All right, so this is available at the Savoy, one of the
Yes.
traditional cocktails on the menu.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
Yes,
Okay, so Tage, are you single?
I am single.
Okay, you listened to the fellas on the couch.
I did.
Were you shocked? Were you in agreement?
I was more so, I would say, shocked, honestly.
Shocked.
Yes, by a lot. They were very opinionated, but
Who disturbed you the most?
I
She's
think the
pleading the
kid
fifth.
comments. Yes, the kid comments were.
The kid comments.
Yes, I think that's what got me the most.
Okay.
I love kids. I love kids. Oh my goodness.
So you're hoping that more people would want to have kids?
Yeah, why not?
Or, okay.
Well, one said no. I guess I'm calling him out.
FTK. All right. Sound a lot like the ladies from yesterday.
That's what I'm very interested in watching. I want to watch the ladies.
Heck
now.
yeah, you gotta watch the ladies. But don't worry, we're gonna have to have a guys versus girls night because they were definitely different. Okay, not the fellas being thirsty as hell and coming up ready for another cocktail. Sorry, it's for me.
Please do.
Let's make it
I
happen.
love it. All right, y'all gotta go check out my girl Tasia and the other crew at the Savoy. We love them. Cheers, y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll
To
see
the
you.
guys.
To the what?
To the guys night.
To the
the
guys'
guys'
night.